Hello everybody, this is Donna with ddivadesigns.blogspot.com. How are you? I wanted to show you my finished project. I participated in the Artsy Addicts Tea Party Swap. It's actually hosted by Carla. Hey Carla. Carla's YouTube channel, and I'll put it down here guys. She is Carla, Karlas001. So it's Karlas001. And I forget which group I'm in, but the theme of the tag swap was tea party. So when I think about tea parties, I think about women sitting around and beautiful grand hats and sipping tea in a garden. So that's my idea of a tea party. I'm hoping that my tag reflects that. So again, I forget which group I'm in, so I hope my the participants in that group will enjoy these. Now, I will say what you see before you is the finished one. When I first started this swap, I was going back and forth, and I started out with this lady right here. I found this image online. Actually, I paid for it and I downloaded it. She's a wonderful lady. She really is. She has some tea, as you can see. She has a teacup, and there's this beautiful little butterfly that's floating around her. She does have on a bathing suit, as you can see. And then she has all these beautiful flowers in her hair. So it started out like this one, and then I wasn't feeling all the elements that I was going to put to it. So I scrapped that idea, totally went with this idea. So I think what I'll do is still send these tags to the people in my group, and if they want to use them, they can, and make some other projects they can. But I didn't want them to go to waste, so I will be sending the people in my group this tag as well as the finished project. All right, so I think that's all the upfront stuff. I will tell you that I believe the specifications for this particular tag swap, I think it had to be definitely a number 8 size. And all of these are number 8 size. I will tell you that the base of them were all sprayed with, I did a couple of colors. I did one of my favorite colors, Wheat Field Glimmer Mist. And I also used one of my now new favorite is the from the Lindy Stamp Gang. It's this Cotton Candy Pink. I used this very, very lightly, but it gave it a nice color. And I'll show you a background of one where you can kind of sort of see the shimmer, hopefully. So using both Glimmer Mist and Lindy's products. This is one that's not finished. And then what I did, I used some tea dye distress ink to lightly distress it. And then I stamped the background. I believe I used walnut stain very lightly. And I used the script stamp in the background. And I hope you can see that as well in the background. Can you guys see that? Perfect. Alright, so let's see. So I'll start from top to bottom. All of the flowers have the same elements. I'm sorry, all of the tags have the same elements. There's some bling and some flowers and this paper doily up at the top. So essentially what I did, I took a paper doily and I sprayed it with some dazzling diamonds. I'm sorry, I forgot. I sprayed it with some dazzling diamonds and also some wheat fields just to give it a little shimmer, and I hope you can see that. And again, all the flowers are a little bit different. They're the same, but they're just different colors. This one is like a beigey color. Here's a blue one. Here's a pink one. And here's a light blue one. And I'm sorry, you know what? I do have one that's slightly different, but I still think it's pretty. This flower is not the same, but essentially the elements are the same. This one has a different flower, a prima flower, but it does have the same bling on it. Okay? And of course, on all of these, I used some very, very old dictionary print. Came from an old dictionary, and I just tore the pages. And here, those I ripped them, and I just tore those. So the background also has these as well. So I thought this was really, really cool. Excuse me, my allergies. Alright, so in addition to this paper doily and the flowers and the pearl bling and the flowers up at the top, I added some lace at the top, as you can see. And then, let's see, with this lady right here, she actually was just an image I printed off of the internet. I thought she was kind of pretty. Of course, she has on a big, beautiful hat. She's just black and white. I took it in Photoshop and I tinted her a little bit so she had like a vintage old feel to it, to her image, that is. So, but isn't she kind of cool? And here's her teacup right here, which I actually put some stickles on along the top of the rim. And of course you can see that dictionary script paper in the background and a little bit of that pink. Hope you can see that. And then I love this quote that I added. It's about tea. And it says, come, let us have some tea and continue to talk about happy things. Isn't that cool? I totally love it. I just printed this out on my printer, and I did, before I cut it up, I spray painted it. Oh, good Lord, Donna. Not spray painted. I glimmer misted with some Wheat Fields and some Lindy Stamp Gang. I hope you can see that shimmer on those words as well. Okay. And then for the bottom, this little element right here, I just wanted to add because it still gave it a kind of vintagey look. This actually came from a belt. And I'll show you guys real quick. Hold on. Of course, those who watch my video know that I love to repurpose items. I'm a big thrift store person and I love to repurpose items. This is actually elements from a belt. And I thought this was so cool. See how many I have? So I just pulled it off and I used it as a part of my tag. I thought it was kind of neat. Definitely gave it a vintage feel, I thought. Alright. I think that's pretty much it. That's my tag. So I'm going to be finishing these up this week. It's kind of late, guys. I'm a little tired, so bear with me. I'm going to finish these up this week so I can get them in the mail to Carla. And I just want to show you my finished project. And hopefully the people in my group will like them. Alright? Well, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll post some close-up pictures on the tail end of this video, just in case you want to see it closer, look at some of the elements. I'll do that as I do in all of my videos. Alright, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you soon. Smooches!